little over a month ago, me and my partner decided to start Memecoin trenching every single day for 10 plus hours a day and documenting the entire process on this YouTube channel. We have learned so much from the trenches, and we also have made many videos on how to actually get good at this. We also have a Discord server that has everyone helping each other from the community to actually make a profit in the trenches. But in this video, I wanted to go over the lessons that we have learned over this past month. Okay, so I wanted to start off with this video about talking about that this is not going to come easy. Like, there's so many people that have spent 10 plus hours a day every single day for a straight year that have a complete edge over you, and there's a lot to learn. This will not come easy, but it does not mean that you won't become profitable. It just takes time, it takes effort, and you need to be ready for that. I also wanted to state that the amount of money you can make from the Memecoin trenches is uncapped. There's so much money to be made. It just depends on how much effort you can actually put in. And you can see from an example KOL right here, Scented, who has made over the past 30 days, he has made close to $1 million in profit, just in pure profit over the past month. Just wanted to go and get that out of the way. Let's go over everything that I've learned over this past month as a Memecoin trader. So when I first started just over a month ago, I remember looking at this whole thing, just Bullex in general, which was the site that I always use, and I was just completely confused and baffled what was going on. But it's really easy to pick up what's going on. And I remember I would make trades based off things that I found funny, that's an important thing to do, but there's so many other key factors you have to actually look at to be profitable. Because a lot of people do ask me, well, Camilo, how much have you lost over the past month? And honestly, I've lost more than 10 SOL, and now that I'm profitable, I've made a good amount of money, and I'm still going. But I call it the tuition fee. Tuition fee as in that you take amount of money that you're okay with losing, and that's your learning process. Take every single trade that you go into and learn from it. Why was this coin a runner? Why did it dump? What happened here? What were there bundles? Was the Twitter fake? What was the narrative? There's so many different things they have to actually dial on and check on. The first thing when it comes to Memecoin trenching is understanding the current narrative. When you understand the current narrative, the meta, you can have an edge and only look for coins that are on that narrative or that meta during that day, or whatever's trending, whatever's popular currently. And one good way to check that is through Pump Fund. And Pump Fund offers something where it has a whole trending tab. So you can see today it's dog, corgi, Trump, different coins like that are going to be running. One thing that's been the current narrative, you could say, is Please. You click on Please, there's so many different Please coins that run so much, and it's just the main thing is to build off based off those narratives of like, okay, what's funny, what do people like, and could you see other people buying into this coin, because you're buying into the speculation. The speculation is the most important thing, because no regular chart patterns really work on these microcap coins. You have to be thinking like the other 99%. Okay, would I put my money here? Think about, okay, I'm gonna buy this early, and I know other people are gonna buy into this coin because it's a funny narrative. I like the community. I like that it's funny. There's so many different things. So one example of current trends, or recent trends that happens, which is Peanut the Squirrel. And Peanut the Squirrel created a whole movement because it was this Instagram famous squirrel from the news that got kidnapped, and it just on the trenches, many coins were made on Peanut the Squirrel being kidnapped, and it had a coin that ran up to 30 million. And there's so many different narratives and things that were built off Peanut the Squirrel just a while back, that people were taking advantage of. That was the current narrative, and that was the current meta of each coin. So to be looking out for those trends. So on these coins, you're really just placing a bet based on speculation, and you're trying to buy it. You're betting that people are going to buy into the speculation, people are going to buy into the narrative, people are going to buy into the meta. So you're really just buying right here and selling at the higher point. You want to be the first one early so you can get all those massive gains. Because today this was a big runner, let's see, Dogstar X, which is the current meta, like one of the metas from today you saw on Pump Fund. just in the other slide. You can see if you understand that current meta and narrative, and you found this coin at 5 or 6k market cap. So we'll drag it from here and we'll go up to, let's say you sold at 400k market cap. You would have made 6,743%. Those gains are absolutely astronomical. But that's the main thing, is that it's really, the trenches are a form of gambling, but you can have an edge. It's a form of trading. Like, it's just, as long as you have a strategy and you learn on how to really read these coins, you can catch these runners 100%. It's no doubt you can really catch these runners. But you have to look the pump fund, look at the current narratives. Like, is this gonna run? Because we just saw it was dog, and look, this was one of the runners over what, $500,000 in market cap. If you caught that at 5k, you're making bands on bands on bands, and it's a main thing to focus on the current narrative, what's funny, and you're betting in that coin's gonna go up, and you're trying to be one of the first in. Now, another thing you can do that can be extremely beneficial and lucrative to your trading is go to this top traders tab and look at some of these top traders and like maybe see some of their trades, see if they're profitable, and check out like their active positions, or their most profitable positions, and maybe even copy and paste their wallet address and just check it on Twitter, see if it's a known wallet, see if it's a KOL, because you can see from some of these top traders that have high P&Ls, you can learn from the lessons and why are they going into these coins, what happened with these coins. You can take advantage of them and track them, not necessarily copy trade them, but you can track them and say, okay, they're buying into this coin, maybe they know something that I don't. Now, another thing that I did learn from Memecoin trenching is that having friends in the space is very important, because, and I've mentioned this in many of my other videos, is going on the Memecoin alpha groups that really help you get to know people can really, because maybe someone can find a play that you had no idea about, because the more people you have in your network, the more beneficial it is to everybody, because maybe you'll find a great play that you share with everyone else, and so maybe someone else in the future will repay that favor and find the next 1000x play. And it's important, don't be shy, always talk with everyone. Everyone on the trenches is genuinely very nice, and they always want to help each other out. And if you're good and show respect, they'll show respect back, and you're going to do good in the trenches, especially with an established network. And that was one of the biggest lessons that I did learn from this. Now, another really important lesson that I learned from Memecoin trenching is not getting emotional with your capital, because the moment you get emotional with your capital, that's when you completely lost it. You're done. Like, you need to learn to seal off, completely shut off all that emotion based on, oh, this is my money, I'm losing it. You're going to lose money. It's gonna happen. It's the trenches, it's trading. This happens in all markets. There's always gonna be losses. But at the end of the day, if you have an established strategy, you will become profitable. It just takes time. And I want you to think of my money, think about it in SOL. Okay, I'm down 0.2 SOL. That doesn't sound as bad as, oh, I'm down like $100, I'm down 100 euros, I'm down whatever currency that you use. But it's just, think of it in another way, like completely shield off the emotion part when it comes to Memecoin trenching, because you're gonna lose. It's gonna happen. You just have to learn that, some are going to be losses, some are going to be wins, but you're focusing on getting more wins than losses, so you end up with a profit at the end of the day. Also, this is another side note thing. One of the biggest things that were causing my losses, at least in the beginning, and most beginners, is buying into bundled wallets. And some are pretty hard to tell. That's why there's some tools available out there that's mentioned in my previous video. But you can tell just off right here, off this chart, this big buy right here, that is a big indicator of just straight bundles, because you could see, look, dev bot, dev bot, dev bot, dev bot. That it's just not, that's not a really bullish sign. Bullish signs are when the dev is sold, when there's low, we can check right here, when the low, like the top 10 holders are lower. You want to pay attention, make sure no one is holding more than typically more than 3.5% supply, especially at these microcaps, because with 3.5% supply, you can shill so much of the coin, and so much, like, it's just going to cause like an extreme reaction of everyone just starts panic selling. Those are just tiny things that you'll start noticing and start paying attention into the trenches.